So I'm doing a video today that I hope all of the hard-working mom and dads who enjoy the outdoors can appreciate. I'm doing something extremely selfish. I've taken the day off work. I used a vacation day. The kids are in school, and I'm going to celebrate summer solstice, do a little fishing on Panuke Lake. I've got myself a nice cigar, a can of locally brewed blueberry cider, and some stag chili. So let's see if we can catch some fish. So behind me is, for those of you who subscribe to me and you're actually in the Maritimes or in particular Nova Scotia, this is Panuke Lake or Panuke Lake, it depends on how you pronounce it. It's, believe it or not, it's a man-made lake. It's 30 kilometers long. It's the longest lake in Nova Scotia. There's some really good trout fishing in this lake for anyone who's doing some trolling. But for shore fishing like I'm doing today, it's some really nice smallmouth bass fishing. So let's see if we can catch a few. And I mentioned earlier that I'm doing a little selfish dad day and I'm having a day off. I've got some wild blueberry, locally brewed cider, blueberry cider. Got a nice can of stag chili Silverado beef, which is going to be awesome. And piece de resistance, cheap little cigar to wash it all down. So I'm just about to grab the pack, grab the fishing rod, and we'll just spend the day hiking up the shoreline. If I catch any fish, great. It's going to be a fishing trip video. If I don't catch any fish, it's going to be a cider and chili video. So let's get going. So here's home for the day. I'm gonna see if I can catch some nice bass. Definitely taking a swim later. I don't think that's gonna show up on camera, but I'm gonna take a swim. It's like 19 degrees and it's pretty hot. I'm right in the direct sun. There's zero shade, so at some point it's gonna be chili, cider, cigar, and swim. I'm not entirely sure what order. And I'm just going to tie my lure on and get going. So my father showed me this knot years ago. I hope I can get it on camera. It's pretty much the only knot I've ever had to use for fishing. If anyone knows the name of this knot, drop me a line. But basically what you're doing is putting your line through and you're going to take it and wrap it around 7 times. 3, 5, 6, 7, and on the 7th you're basically going to close it, run it right through the loop here, and cinch it down, and that's not going anywhere. So I'd love to know the name of it. If anyone was able to capture what I just did on camera and can let me know the name of that knot, that'd be awesome. So trying to be a YouTube star and focused on turning the GoPro on with my phone and trying to land a trout. And it didn't pan out, so I got a half decent sized trout to shore and made a rookie move and let it flop back in. I probably would have released it anyway, but it would have been nice to get it off the hook properly. So 1 for 1, or I guess more likely 0 for 1. I'll keep going. Nice little smallmouth. So we got our first landed of the day. I'm still lamenting the loss of the trout because the trout I would have eaten. I'm not a big fan of smallmouth bass. I'm gonna let this guy live another day. All right, I know my priorities. It's been an hour fishing, and this is probably one of the most critical pieces of my day, is just to make sure that I have my cider nice and cool. So that should drop it down a couple of degrees anyway and keep it relatively cold. Alright, so look at that. That's going to be absolutely delicious and hit the spot. I've just got my firebox stove here, some birch bark and some driftwood. I tried to do a little demonstration on how easily very old and weathered birch lights up, but I had some audio problem on the GoPro. So here we go. We'll let this heat up and get ourselves a nice meal. And that is ready to go. Oh, that is really good. Would have been nicer to enjoy it on a on a colder day, but this is still absolutely delicious. It's a little bushcraft hat. If you've got some stuff stuck onto your stainless steel or titanium, a couple of rocks, some water, look at that, brand new. Got her down to 19 degrees. I think that's as cool as I'm going to get it in this water today. But that's pretty much as cold as it's going to get, so I'm going to drink it now. And that's a wrap. We had one lost trout. I'm never going to forgive myself for that one. One landed smallmouth bass that we released back to get bigger and stronger. Had some chili, which was awesome. I've got the cigar lit here. It's a cheap $3 cigar that's falling apart, but I'm not a rich guy, so I'll have to make do with this. And we've got the cider. Oh, and it tastes delicious. And keeping it in the lake, I don't want to say it's cold, but it's not warm either. So it kept it at least a half decent temperature to enjoy today. And that's a good couple of hours out. It's such a beautiful day, so I think what I'm going to do now is just head home, pick the kids up, load them up into the truck with the dog, and just head right back to this spot and just have a dip, do some swimming, and cool off. Cheers.